What's up everybody, D-Man back. Welcome to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing another Godzilla news and updates. I feel like there's a lot to talk about in this one, but it shouldn't take long because I don't really have an opinion on most of this stuff. So this should go pretty quick. Skip to whichever story you want down below. This is a figure news video, so it's all themed around Godzilla figures coming out. This is because Wonderfest was just this last weekend, so there's been loads of figure reveals. We are not even gonna touch on even a quarter of them because there's just way too many. So we're just gonna go through the ones that I thought were the most interesting. Starting out with these amazing bootleg Godzilla figures that are coming out. I don't know if they're actually bootlegs, but like they feature fan art as concept art on the back of the boxes. Like these are fan arts. And then like the Wii Godzilla with the Wii font, and I don't know what this is. Gigan has become a huge meme in the community because they gave him hands, like weird hands. Not his claw hands, his weird hands. What is this? I don't know what these are, but they are hilarious. Also, I figured it's a good time to talk about what is not a figure because this is a figure news video. Might as well talk about this. There was rumors that we were going to be getting a Godzilla model from Always Sunset on 3rd Street. I think that's what the movie's called. Godzilla makes a cameo in it, we all know. But that's not the case. This was just clickbait being ran by like GodzillaMovies.com because of course it is. They always clickbait. Sorry guys, I don't mean to call you out, but you do it a lot and it's very annoying. Yeah, I don't know why this blew up, but what it is I believe a GMK model that they tweaked when they were designing the Always Sunset model. This isn't on sale. At the end of the day, that's what this is. It's not a figure. It's not being sold. It was just used for the movie Always Sunset, and I think it was a GMK model that they tweaked. I think that's all it was. I find it weird that they clipped the dorsal fins on this guy. He looks dumb without the dorsal fins, but anyways, this isn't a figure. Don't get your hopes up because it's just clickbait. So I think this next one comes from Tease Facto. I think that's what the company is called. I couldn't quite tell when I was looking it up. It was all in Japanese, but it's a Ghost Godzilla skeleton model. It's pretty cool. It's a resin kit, so you have to paint it yourself and I think maybe assemble it. I'm not totally sure about that. The one that I'm showing off was done by someone called Godzilla Otakun. I believe that's how you say that on Twitter, so you can check out his post down below. It's a pretty cool model. I just wanted to show it off so that people knew that it exists. Also, models that we need to show off so that people know they exist. These amazing Godzilla anime models. I don't care what people say, Mechagodzilla City was not that bad. We have a Godzilla Earth model and a Mechagodzilla City model. That's pretty cool. I mean, we showed off the Godzilla Earth one on the channel before, but I really wanted to show off that Mechagodzilla City one because I never thought we'd get a figure of that, and that's pretty sweet that we did. It's not really a figure, but still, it's pretty cool. So I don't know what company these are from, but I think they're pretty sweet. I have a link down below, so if you want to check them out, you can. Next up, we have Natsonics. I have no idea how to say that. Godzilla 1954 figure. It is based on the concept art for Godzilla 1954. That's pretty interesting. There was a much better model of this concept art Godzilla at Wonderfest. I don't have any pictures of it, but there was another company that is selling a Godzilla concept art figure and it just looks amazing. This one I think is pretty neat because it's kind of a toy for like kids, I guess. It's pretty cool. It is based off the concept art for Godzilla, so it's not an official design, but I do think it's pretty interesting. This is what we could have gotten in the movie if they didn't tweak the design a little bit. I'm very glad they did because I don't think this is nearly as cool as what we wound up with. Speaking of Wonderfest, I have to show this video off because it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. It is a Ghidorah and Mothra puppet being operated at Wonderfest. It's just so cool. I mean, I don't know, guys. This is just amazing. They got that old school, like, concept arty coloration going on with Ghidorah too. Obviously isn't Ghidorah's finalized gold version. This is more of like the concept art for what they wanted to do with Ghidorah, but then didn't. I don't know. I think this video is awesome. Speaking of things that are totally awesome, we have a new X-Plus Sonda and Ghidorah coming out. I believe these are Rick exclusive, something like that. If you don't know, I'm a huge War of the Gargantuas fan. Sonda and Ghidorah are two of my favorite kaiju. Specifically, Sonda is one of my favorite kaiju of all time. These are awesome. I love War of the Gargantuas. One of my favorite kaiju movies. I can't recommend it enough. Go check it out. Not a lot of people have seen it, but it is one of Honda's best, and it's got an amazing Ifukube soundtrack, great special effects, and it's got Haruo Nakajima's best performance performance as a kaiju. Actually, it's just his best performance in general, let's be honest. Tanaka Studios has new pictures of their Godzilla 2002 all finished and done. We've seen them sculpting this for a while, but they're all done with it now, and it will be selling soon, I believe. This is another resin kit, so you're gonna have to buy it, assemble it, and paint it yourself, so it won't look as good as it does in these promotional pictures, which is why I don't get them. But if you're very talented and you can paint, I definitely recommend it. It's a couple $100s, like $600 to $700 to $800. I'm not totally sure what the finalized price is, but it's very great sculpting. It's the best sculpts you can get. That's what Tanaka Studios brings to the table. They have the best sculpts. One of my subscribers sent this to me. I forget who did. I'm very sorry. It is Art Spirit's Hyper Solid Series Shin Godzilla. It's $200. I'm not a big fan of it. I personally would go with the X-Plus. They're about $100 cheaper, and they just look better. This one for $200, I mean, I'm not in love with this. I think the paint's too glossy, and I don't love the sculpt. But hey, if you really want it, I've got it linked down below, so you can go buy it. There's a new Godzilla 1954 animatronic being sold. I know lots of people know about this, and lots of people are very hyped about it, but then also a lot of people are disappointed because you're not going to get it, right? Very few people are going to wind up with this. It's being sold by, I really don't know. I think I tried to figure it out on Twitter. Godzilla 154 and a couple other people said it was someone called D. Agostine. I'm not sure how to say that. That's the brand. The way you get it, this is the kicker, right? Because, you know, we knew it would be expensive. It's big and an animatronic, so it was going to be like $1,000. The way you get it is really the reason why a lot of Godzilla fans are like, I'm not getting it then. They sell it in parts. It's a magazine subscription. You have to subscribe to the magazine or buy it monthly, and then you'll get one part shipped to you each month with the magazine, and then you build it yourself. I'm not doing that. I'm not building an animatronic. First of all, I'm not smart enough, all right? Second of all, it's just a waste. I don't want to wait 13 months just to put together a figure. I'd rather just buy the full thing. I think it looks awesome, and I'm very excited to see when these things are finally finished, but that won't be for like a year, guys. Like, we're not going to see these guys put together for a long time, and then fans will start posting them, and who knows, they might not even be that great. They might not even work properly. I don't know. It seems like a big risk, and I'm not going for it. This is the stuff that I'm super excited for. Neca. Yeah, that's right. I'm excited for a Neca figure for once. Neca's Godzilla 1962 has a new set of promotional pictures. It looks so good, doesn't it? It looks amazing. This is by far Neca's best sculpt, their best paint. Hopefully the figures in hand look this good. It comes with an atomic breath effect, which is awesome. I love that they're doing accessories, and I love that he's not all painted blue. I think this just is amazing, and I'm really, really excited to get my hands on this. For those of you who don't know, 1962 Godzilla's suit was my favorite design for about 10 years, up until around 2014 when I got really into the 1964 Godzilla. This was my favorite Godzilla suit. So I'm very excited to get my hands on this. It's from my favorite movie of all time. We have new images of the box display, which looks amazing. I'm glad NECA is doing boxes now instead of just their like whatever their plastic containers were that they previously sold them in. I'm totally in love with this. I think NECA is killing it with this Godzilla, and I cannot wait to get this guy in hand. This is supposedly going to ship out February 19th to stores, so we'll see then if we can get our hands on it, but I'm very excited for this guy. We have new Godzilla 2019 stuff, starting out with Godzilla 2019. I think this isn't a gigantic series. Someone just said that. They said that to me, but I don't think it is. I think this is just X-Plus's new gigantic. Maybe that's what they were trying to say, is that it's big. Godzilla 2019, it looks awesome. The detailing is amazing, the sculpt is amazing, the design is awesome. We know the design's awesome. We've seen that statue of it. It looks really great when it's not in that final shot of the trailer too, but I mean, this design looks awesome. I cannot wait to see this guy all finalized and all painted. Also, we have Sega, who released a new Godzilla 2019, or at least revealed a new Godzilla 2019 figure. It's similar to their old figures, if you guys remember back in the Shin Godzilla days, the Sega figures. I'm not sure what they do in terms of articulation, but they're pretty decent. And then finally, we have a little bit of a NECA reveal regarding Godzilla King of the Monsters. There's that toy fair coming up in like a week or two. You guys know about that, right? Now this toy fair, we're all keeping our eyes out for it because something's going down there with King of the Monsters. NECA has hinted on Twitter, they basically flat out said that there's going to be 4 figures that are being revealed there, 4 King of the Monsters. 4 Godzilla King of the Monsters figures being revealed there. Well, let's see. There's 4 monsters in the movie, so it's probably one of each. We know that NECA has announced a Godzilla and Mothra figure, and we know that those are going to be revealed at the new toy fair, so it's weird that they would hide Rodan and Ghidorah. There's a possibility that NECA is pulling a big dupe on us and we're gonna get there and it'll be like, we have a Godzilla and a Godzilla Atomic Breath version, we have a Mothra and a blue Mothra, and then we're all gonna be disappointed because what happened to Rodan and Ghidorah. But I'm still sticking to my guns here and saying NECA will more than likely do a Rodan and Ghidorah down the line if it's not revealed at this next toy fair in the next couple weeks. Alright guys, that'll do it for this one. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me which of these figures are you guys gonna get, if any. Are you excited for any other figures that I didn't bring up that we saw at Wonderfest? Let me know. I'm interested. See you guys later. D-Man out.